apparently she's made up a story that her son was pulled over by ICE. Now, her son is, well, I was about to say her son is a legal immigrant to the United States, but A, who the hell knows? And her mom did marry her brother for immigration purposes, so I'm not sure.
Hey everyone, let's talk about a political firestorm that's had people glued to their screens, claims about immigration agents, a member of Congress, and a live TV moment that just keeps raising more questions. What really happened? Who's telling the truth? And why does it matter for trust in our institutions? That's what I'm breaking down right now. First, here's what sparked it all. Like, comment and subscribe as we continue.
Said that federal immigration agents actually pulled over your son on Saturday and asked him to prove his citizenship. He is, of course, a U.S. citizen, as are you.
One place that is not fine is Minneapolis. They have a representative named Ilhan Omar, who's a wildly anti-American lunatic. She went on Wolf Blitzer's program on CNN, and apparently she's made up a story that her son was pulled over by ICE. Now, her son is, well, I was about to say her son is a legal immigrant to the United States, but A, who the hell knows? And her mom did marry her brother for immigration purposes, so I'm not sure how that affects the kid, but I assume he was born here in the United States. The point is, here she is, she's a bullshit artist, Wolf is an idiot, watch.
You've said that federal immigration agents actually pulled over your son on Saturday and asked him to prove his citizenship. He is, of course, a U.S. citizen, as are you. The Department of Homeland Security says, and I'm quoting them, ICE has absolutely zero record of its officers or agents pulling over Congresswoman Omar's son, and have accused you of seeking to, quote, demonize ICE as part of a PR stunt, their words. What do you say to that?
Well, if ICE is saying that they have documentation of every single person that they have pulled over in Minneapolis, we would love to see that record because we've certainly, myself and the governor, have been asking them to share information with us on the ways in which they have interacted with Minnesotans, and they have not been able to provide a single information. So it is amazing that they're able to put out this statement in saying definitely that they did not pull my son over when they haven't been able to answer anything else.
Have you noticed that her accent is getting a little more guttural as she smiles through all her lies? Like there's something weird going on there. Now, interestingly, it does turn out her son was born in the United States. So regardless of the fact that she married her brother, here's the birth certificate. Everyone knows it at this point, and they're just pretending it's not happening. So even though she married her brother, apparently her son was born in the United States. But notice she never denied it. She never denied that they made it up, right? Wolf was like, did this happen? She never said, oh no. Also interesting was what Wolf said there. He, meaning the son, he is a U.S. citizen, as are you. Why did you say that, Wolf? That seems very strange to say that a sitting congresswoman is a U.S. citizen. That's kind of implied. So why would you say that, Wolf, unless you're doing your job at CNN, which is laundering the lies, because she broke federal immigration law, and we will deal with that.
Representative Ilhan Omar, a well-known congresswoman, publicly claimed that her son, a U.S. citizen, was pulled over by federal immigration agents who demanded he prove his citizenship with a passport. Just hearing that made me pause. If true, it's a huge deal. We're talking about an American citizen being racially profiled and forced to justify his own existence here. But then, things took a turn. The Department of Homeland Security and ICE jumped in, flat out denying the incident. They said they had absolutely zero record of anything like this happening, and they accused Omar of making it up for publicity. When Omar faced tough questions about this on live TV, specifically from CNN's Caitlin Collins, she didn't give a straight yes or no. Instead, she called for more transparency from ICE and suggested their records aren't reliable. That's when things started to unravel for a lot of viewers. Here's what really caught my attention. There was never a direct answer. No clear this happened or this didn't happen. The conversation became about bigger issues, like ICE's past controversies and record keeping, but the specific question, still hanging. Naturally, commentators and viewers pounced on that. Some called it evasive, others called it careful, but nobody called it clear. And that's where trust comes into play. When the media and politicians don't give straight answers, when agencies deny but don't always have the best track record, public confidence takes a hit. People start to wonder, who can I believe? Am I getting the full story? Now this is bigger than just one claim or one interview. It's about whether we can trust the people in charge. the agencies who enforce the law, and the journalists holding them accountable. If something serious happened, show us the proof. If it didn't, say it straight. Until then, stories like this will keep echoing, and trust in our institutions will keep slipping. So, stay sharp, question everything, and if you want more breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one.